Good morning, everyone. It is 26th of August, already almost at the end of the month, and it's Wednesday. Wednesday of. Hey, what are you doing, my love? What are you doing? Oh, here we go again. Okay, let me just put this here. Okay. 2 past 2, beautiful time. Oh, hello, Gigi. Don't go start ruining my setup now. Come, go lay down. Uh, come, Gigi. Hey, I don't know. The moment I start the stream, it's the same bullshit. Why are you doing this all the time? Okay, let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Um, is this a nice short from here? Sort of. I don't know. Yeah, so it's Jackson Symposium week. It's always very tricky, lots of manipulation. You can tell in the price action that it's not very, it's a little bit different than we're used to, right? Um, I can't wait for this week to be over, to be honest. I'm even looking forward to NFP week now. Anyway, Mondays are always, Monday can be good on NFP weeks. Yeah, still have to do some high time frame analysis. Let's have a look. Walking down the street. Okay, we have a new 4-hour candle that just opened up. Let's have a look at the 4-hour. Good morning, Frank. Are you from Belgium or somewhere? You have a French or Belgium name? If I'm for Shell, I could be wrong, but daily. So yesterday was an inside day. Technically, let me see if any news jumped into the markets today. Okay, we do have some 8:30 news today, which we always like. And tomorrow is that bloody Jackson Hole. Even though it's only Monday or it's only Thursday and Friday, apparently the whole week is always a little bit messy. I mean, it was mentioned a while back, and I went over my old journals, and even though it used to be, I can remember, it used to be a whole week sometimes, if I'm not mistaken, but now it's just 2 days, but the price action is just similar. But yeah, so tomorrow it's maybe because it's been already weird. Maybe now the price action will be good tomorrow and the day after. You never know. We just take it as it comes. Thursday and Friday. Friday we have 10 o'clock news at 8:30. So okay, 2 days now. Today and tomorrow, 8:30 news. No, okay, well we'll see. Something to look forward to. Yeah, today red, tomorrow orange. On French, okay, makes sense. Okay, so this is the daily on ES. A lot of wicks. would favor the downside on ES if I would look at it this way. But then again, yeah, just a very quick look onto my head, I would say downside on ES for now. But on NQ, on the 4 hour, oh my God, Gigi, calm down, my love. She's just running like crazy and jumping on and off. Hey, Meredith, how are you doing? I would actually say upside. Just a quick look without any further analysis. Just very, just, you know. So, let's go to the 1 hour. True, true. See, this looks so clean, right? This looks so like, oh my God, I want to go lower. It's sort of like, it looks really like easier target, but then again, I could be wrong. How are you doing, Mareth? Oh, is it raining? Oh yeah, it's raining. We've got a lot of rain. I hope the internet stays. Rain and wind can be tricky here sometimes, so let's hope it doesn't impact the rain. The internet, sorry. Oh, walking down the street. Okay, let's see if we can get all the way back to 200. I wouldn't mind seeing that. Hey Warren, how are you? I'm a bit tired today, so I slept this morning. Yeah, I also, yeah, guys, I'm also not at my best, as you can have noticed. My health is a little bit since that water issue. I still have stomach issues, so I'm also tired and really trying to get that bacteria out of my gut system. It's getting better though, but it's still very painful. So yeah, if I'm a little bit different than normal, please forgive me. I'm trying. I'm really trying. But yeah, I'm also very, very tired as well, and I'm just a little bit getting back on my feet from this last month, so to speak. But yeah, I hope it's going to be over next week. Everything is back to normal. But yeah, I'm also, but I'm getting better. Um, but I'm also having trouble sleeping, so it's on top of. So it's very. I never ever do I have issues with sleeping. Never ever. But apparently now I do. So yeah, but it's all temporarily, so we are not too worried about it. Walking down the street. Okay. Yeah, I actually think we are. Let me see. We can get up a little bit again, and maybe I think we're gonna have continuation to the downside. But I'm also sort of like, are we gonna get? Are we just gonna go back in consolidation within this range? That's the only thought that I have right now. So again, I'm not sure about expansion, and like you guys know, I'm really looking for expansion moves, and if I can't see it, I sort of like try to not get involved. I'm just wondering if we're going to go bounce in this area instead of just really making that move. So see, we have a, if the 1 hour, we have got a couple of 1 hour candles here already forming. It looks a little bit undecisive at the moment, right? You can see this here. And maybe we're going to do the same on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, maybe we're lucky and London Open might give us some direction. So that still means another 45 minutes. Oh, Gigi, you've got the zoomies. You slept almost for 10 hours. Yeah, I haven't done that in a long time. But yeah, that's nice. I hope you feel better now. Sometimes it helps, right? Um, so, because of this whole Jackson Hole symposium and price action is sort of like, it's also the last week of August. So summer trading. Now, there is a seasonal tendency that is more likely to be bearish than bullish, so keep that in mind. But it doesn't always have to follow the same thing. But this is the 4 hours, so technically we sort of went low, but we're back in the range of this leg again. So let's see. Let me do a fib setting on this one. Let's see if we can exactly 279. And then we went lower. Yeah, this doesn't tell me much. It's actually tell me we could go up or we could go down. I could easily see it go up again, tag this green box and go lower again. Hmm. Walking down the street. Hey Ziz, how are you doing? Good morning to you. It's already the 26th of, it's almost again at the end of the month. I just can't believe. Oh, by the way, I read today that Dolly Parton died. That is so sad. She wasn't that old. I mean, she was still 80, but still, it's like, she's one of those people that obviously she had some things done, I guess, but she was such a nice, friendly person, really trying to do good in the world as well. A lot of philanthropic things and just a beautiful soul, I would say. Sad news. I don't know. My cat Dolly is sort of like. I saw a documentary from her, and it was a really nice documentary. And I think in that week I found. So Dolly is also a rescue. So I named her actually after Dolly. I think I really liked the name. It just stuck by me. So that's why Dolly is also named Dolly. Not yeah. So trading nickels. Hey, long time no see. How are you doing? Silver and gold are in a roll over. Good morning. Even though I've barely slept, but that doesn't mean it's the first time in a long time I get to say hi. Yes, it's we haven't seen you for a while. Sometimes I don't. When some people come back in, you instantly, oh yeah, we've missed you. But then again, um, hope you're doing well. Did you trade a lot, or did you take a summer break? This is the time to, if you take a break, these are actually the best months to take a break, to be honest. I'm thinking of maybe doing that next year, a little bit, take a little bit more of a trading break, just a couple of weeks, maybe one or two, really, log off and maybe just look at the market, but take some time off because I can tell that obviously it doesn't help that I don't feel well, but just take some time off and just recharge and come back in beast mode afterwards, right? I think that's really a good thing to do. I think a lot of people took a break, which I can highly admire, recommend to do. And then I think these 2 months, or even December, Christmas time is also a good time. But yeah, what did you go on holiday trading nickels? Did you do anything? Or did you trade without us? Okay, let's see if it wants to go higher back from here. Let me put it that way, not higher, but just a retracement, I would say, because I think we're in bearish order flow. Um, Walking down the street. Okay, like I said, I really like 200 level. Let's see if we can get to 200 or not. Or are you going to bounce up from here? Um, oh, apparently we've got asbestos in our pipes. Okay, well, we'll see. I'll probably die soon. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. I don't like these religious things on my Discord. Keep it only about trading, guys. Not fear-mongering stuff. I want to keep it clean. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I'm not really interested in trading this. Just want to see what is happening. Walking down the stream. 210 and 50, we went low. Let me do a poll with you guys. Let's do a poll. What time is it? 2:23. Will we continue to the downside or are we just going lower to go back higher for now? So I'm looking at the 4 hour and are we gonna make the same candle or so are we gonna pass the midpoint of this candle? And even the wick, so to speak? Or are we gonna just go to the midpoint, go back up, or are we just gonna continue lower, and engulf this whole candle and make a low? Same here, right? We'll do a poll. Hey Lance, how are you doing? Good morning to you. Bullish or bearish? Let's say after London Open, right? Let's do after 3 o'clock. Let's see. So let's after London Open, 03 a.m. Let's give it some time. I'll add consolidation. I will add consolidation. A bullish, bearish, or consolidation. We have to edit. There we go, guys. Join the poll. (50-50) so far, but we only have a few polls. Is anyone else also looking forward to the end of summer trading? What do you guys think? Are you preparing yourself for autumn trading? Studying and preparing your models, improving some things to to get back into the game a little bit better than 1% better a day. Well, to be honest, trading nickels. Yeah, I have a tab, models and stuff like that. Please do it there. Yes. You are, Meredith, you are preparing. You mean you're preparing for autumn, or are you? Yeah, I think it's a good. Yeah, preserve your capital when price action will become easier, more clearer. Just not this high resistance BS continuously. Okay, I like this move up. We did not go all the way to 200, but we went. Oh, we did go to 203. Okay, good enough. Good enough for me. I want to see if we can get back here. Maybe tag this area and then maybe I'm not sure if we're going to expand to the up. Just want to see if it retraces and if it goes, if we reject here somewhere, or maybe even here. Let's see. Beautiful reaction here. I think we might be done for the time being at this level. Is it going to be consolidation? Bullish, bearish, consolidation. Yeah, so 33% says also consolidation, 50% bearish. So more people are bearish, and then second consolidation. I'm sort of like getting a little, I don't want to say worried. You know, guys, I just don't want to sit through London and be in a consolidation. But then again, if it happens, we just have to sit through it and maybe spend some time doing some other things, talk about other things, preparing for when it gets out of consolidation. Because consolidation actually is a good thing, right? Because that means we have a nice price action afterwards. But yeah. Sort of also wondering, like, if London's session might be more interesting after, let's say, after London opens, so 3 o'clock, maybe 4 o'clock. But then again, it's nice early in the morning here. So still playing around with maybe starting sooner and then make it shorter or do it later. We'll see. Oh, trading nickels, please don't do it in. I don't want it in the. I don't want to confuse people with other. Please do it under trading models, not under gold or whatever. It really needs to be. Yeah, just do it under models or concepts. I want the just to be about executions only. So yeah. I'm going to be very strict, guys. I'm going to be very strict. I have some people that keep on posting replay executions in on the Discord. We've had some scammers, and they always do it replay and after the fact. I don't mind if it's a demo trade or paper trade, but please make sure that's on the live markets, because anybody can post anything, how good they are in trading, in replay. They already know what happens, and then they just post it. I delete those posts straight away, because it's just bullshit. You can go into replay and just replicate any trade. Like, you already know what's happening in replay. You go back, and we have to keep the Discord clean. I don't mind if it's demo, but do it, make sure that it's live market. So it's because it's just like, people try to pretend that they know everything, and then they just do replay, and then they show. It's always the best trades, a bottom, and they always get the full move. It's ridiculous. So it's like, yeah, keep it real, guys. Just saying. I had a lot of complaints about that, so I'm really keeping it. I'm very strict with that because, and share losing trades as well. Not only, I mean, I've got people like, oh my god, and they bottom ticket and they top ticket, and it's always a replay. So how was New York session? No, Lance, it was it was very high resistance. ICT did a good review on it, though, by the way. I did not. I was actually bullish, so I was totally off. I was totally off. But it was very, and I said I wasn't interested in the short. But if you did anyone trade the short? No, trade nickels. It's not about you. You haven't done anything, but I've seen some people just posting on. They go into replay, and then it's all very good trades. It's bottom ticking, top ticking, and it's just, yeah, you know what. Yeah. So we just try to keep that clean. I'm just saying, I just want to highlight it because I see it happening again a little bit. And we want to see the real stuff, right, guys? We don't want to see you top ticking, bottom ticking in replay because you know what's happening already. But yeah, go ahead, trading Nichols. Yeah, go. Yeah, please post your trade. It's fine. But I just want to, because if people see that, they just, they just go away because they don't like it. And I'm talking about the people just posting the R2R tool, and they pretend that they entered here and then they enter there, and there's no execution marks, nothing. So it's a different topic. Let me put it that way. But yeah. I was long and short during New York, yes, and trying to reduce my trading both time. Did you do well? Well, I mean, Lance, if you didn't do well, I mean, it was hard to trade, right? Um, it went lower, but you really need to know. Well, ICT did a very, very good review, and very insightful as well. Thanks, Trading Nichols. I see it. I'm not interested though, but maybe someone else is interested. For me, it's just time and the candles itself. It's just so, and just time, nothing else than time. Um, like, for example, how can you mark things and it literally top ticks it right here? It's time based. It's a time based area. Yeah, no, the only point is that, there is a difference between, you get what I'm saying, right, trading equals? If people just trade, if everybody just starts going into replay and post their best trades, it becomes so fake because anybody can do that, right? In replay, because you already know what happened in the market. Now, there is a time and place for backtesting, don't get me wrong, and I have a tab for that as well. But I just want to keep the execution tabs clean of that, on specific topics, like, so people, we can talk about it, maybe during, oh, look at this beautiful move. That's the whole point, because if everybody just starts, everybody pretends to be the best trader, like, oh, look at that, I bottom ticket, top ticket, and that's not what you want to aim for, right? You want to be a normal trader that is able to get good trades and take a piece of the pie, because that's where we start. We start small, and we want consistency, and that's what I'm trying to. I sort of want to cater this channel to the people that are also starting out. So we start small. You don't have to make big money. You start small but consistent. And you're looking for the real stuff, not the fake stuff with, oh, I made $3,000. It's just, I'm more interested in people who really want to, who are starting and struggling. And I really want to showcase that you don't need large, you don't need million in funded trading. You just need one account and you start small. Everything's small, and then you scale out at some point. I just want to have a different voice than what you see on online, which is, oh, look at me, how much money look at my watch, look at my cars, look at this, look at that, look how much funded, look how much I'm trading 20 prop firm accounts, use my code, buy 20 accounts to. It's a different. I just don't want that. I really would like to, and I know a lot of people are struggling as well to get started, to become profitable. If I would do an honest poll, how many people are actually profitable? It's more important to get people to get consistent, and then you skill out. So we want to see the real stuff and the real struggles. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Actually, I'll share something. Jeez. You know, the real people that are really doing well, you don't hear them, and that you don't hear them talk about those things. You can notice at some point that the lifestyle is maybe a little bit different, but they don't brag about these things, you know? Obviously, when you are doing well, you can't hide it at some point, you know, if you talk about what you're doing and you can see how they live or whatever. But, you know, it's a difference like you see on also on, that's why I don't do X. By the way, I need a chopper. Yeah. I want a chopper too. Well, it's too noisy though, a chopper, right? You know what I really would like at some point, guys? I'm just going to be honest. I would like to have a cook, someone who cooks in my house. That's something I would like to have. Somebody who cooks. I like to eat healthy. I like to, but I just don't like to spend the time too much in the kitchen. But that's something I would look forward to have someone who cooks for me on a maybe 3 or 4 times a week, and then you have some nice. That's something I would really would like to have. Like Aziz, we don't have not everyone has a yes, exactly. The people that have really have money don't try to flaunt it because they, you know, you put yourself in danger. Yeah, exactly. But that's not the, you know, but in trade, you know, it's also like, guys, I understand, you know, this is the thing with trading. If you have a winning trade, you want to show, hey, listen, I'm getting it, and you want some recognition. I get that, especially when you start growing. You want people to see it that you're doing well. So I get that. I actually like a long from here, to be honest. I'm just wondering if we're going to hold this line or not. You know, I said I wanted short on ES and I see a long on NQ, but actually that tells me to stay out. But I really like the long here. Let me see what the chef, yeah, of course, yeah. We need a gardener, house cleaning, personal assistant. Sounds essential to me. Yeah, like water, right? We need it, I guess. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Well, I grew up in Singapore and we had maids and stuff like that. So I grew up that way with my father. My father was sent abroad. So I know that lifestyle, but you know, I know both lifestyles from very young age and then on my own. I've had hardships, but I learned a lot from those hardships. Made it from scratch again. No parents to help me. Had to work hard. And then also, you know, you have to be, I guess that's where I got my adventurous side off from as well, a little bit. Sometimes you just have to make it work. Like here, I'm traveling. You know, I need trading income to make this lifestyle work. I can't have a normal job here in South Africa. I can't take away a job from a South African person as a foreigner. So I can't find a normal job here. I'm not allowed. So I can only work online. That's it. I guess maybe that pushed me also to study more and study harder and just push through. Um, okay, let's see. I like it. I like the long. Are we going to Asia high? Or is it Asia low? Let me see. Should I put on a paper trade? I really like the. Um, I still don't trust it. CES is now also going to the upside. I like the long. So what I did here was these octans, by the way. I'm playing around with the octans from this range and see if they if they add. Let's see if we stop here or are we gonna go lower again from here. Just want to see if this is a range is where we're gonna. I just want to see if we really are. Are we going lower from here again? Profits are only good for buying back time. Freedom is yes, yes, yes. Yeah, Lance, that is the sense of freedom is it's worth. That's I said that many times on the stream. having freedom and being able to, for one, live in freedom, have the freedom. That is what I consider being rich. So for me, that is being able to live wherever I want, but also have the freedom to pack up my stuff with my kitty catties, maybe even go on a private jet because I need to transport my cats, go to another place. That doesn't mean I use those private jets all the time, but if I need to travel with my cats and go to one place, I might do it if I can afford that. That's freedom for me. But hey, I'm still good where I am. But if we have water, but that is freedom, and that's what it buys for me, indeed. But hey, it doesn't mean I have to work hard still for it, because it can. If I don't focus well, I don't do well. If I don't stick to my rules, I don't do well. Okay, here we go. We are going nicely up. Look at this market maker model. Beautiful. 243. But I think that's a nice way to say it. Profits are a way to buy back time. I think that's a really nice way to put it. I like that. Rat race is not the answer. Yes, and that's why I got out of the rat race. But you get some other problems in return, right? It's you have to give some things, so and you take some other problems, and then you have to wait which are the better ones. So yes, it's nowhere perfect anywhere. You'll never have 100% perfect. There's always will be something that you are they're not like, but you have to weigh the problems versus the cons versus the pros. And then, okay, what do I choose? Which package gives me a higher quality of life, considering all the pros and cons together? Because there will be problems everywhere, right? We know. I mean, that's just being right. Yes. So do you think there's any percentage of trading that's an art? I've been thinking it is mechanical. If there's an algorithm, Lance, it's just pure. For me, it's pure mechanical. I want. If I don't understand it because my limitation of the algorithm, I try to stay out. But if I, how do I mark these areas where I think, okay, if I want to see if it bounces off it, because it's an algorithm, so it is technical science. Look at these quadrants, how they specifically how they hit exactly and where they bounce off. It's a technical science. So for me, it's pure. The traits that I put on have to be based on logic. I need three confluences that match, and I want data. I want specific calculations matching it, which could be either these levels that I put on or whatever. If I see things reacting at a specific level, I can start trusting them, and I build upon them, if that makes sense. But it's if there's an algorithm, it's just if I have I don't know if you have an IT background or, but then if it's scripted, you have to just figure out part of that script, right? And that's deciphering the algorithm, how it books, how it works, and it's very simple. How can you script an algorithm? You can't use price because price can be manipulated. The only thing that is a constant is time. Look at which axis does it use, this one or this one? If you need to script something, you can only use this because this is manipulated. This can be manipulated. But there is always the same amount of seconds in a minute. There's always the same amount of minutes in an hour. There's always the same amount of hours in a day. This time cannot be manipulated. So that's why we say time over price always. But I've been very clear about it, Lance. For me, there's an algorithm. the algorithm gives me my edge, but how do you figure out the whole algorithm? That is a rabbit hole. You start somewhere, you start figuring out small stuff, and you build upon. But obviously, there's a limitation because I just started doing this, and it's. I think I know enough to be profitable, but hell yeah, I mean, there's so much still more for me to discover. And it's like a treasure hunt. That's why every weekend I try to improve my models. I go find new models, looking for these algorithmic signatures. And yeah, it's a technical science. Highs and lows are always formed at specific levels, they're always time based. Look at this beautiful move. Not bad, not bad at all. Um, ICT, he says time over price always, but he doesn't. He goes into time a little bit, but the time factor that I have built on ICT foundations, but the time element I've studied myself. And I had other mentors that have gone deeper into. Goldbach is actually also very much time based. Frank 369 Zusi, he's one of those people that who figured out the time element. But yeah, ICT is the foundation, and obviously the ICT macros are time based as well, right? The N walks, the N dogs, the gaps that are forming within specific times. But it's if you can build an algo, but you need to first know what how it works, right? And that's where the studying comes in. It takes a couple of years to figure out everything, but it's like if you journal every day, that's what I keep saying, guys, journal, 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 journal. And then you start seeing things, and then you can start, you know. Okay, let's have a look. What is the bullish 50, bearish 19, consolidation 31%. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Are we going back lower again? I wonder, I wonder. I wonder, wonder, wonder. Okay, so we hit the Asia high, did we not? Am I seeing it correctly? Yes, I think we hit Asia high, so we went straight to Asia high, right? Yeah. So we went to Asia high, we just tagged it. Okay, most people think, guys, I'm not interested in bots. You need to know all the if-then statements. I get many people that I think there are a lot of them are scammers. They try to, you need a lot of if-then statements because the pattern is always there, but it's the if-then statements that you need to know. And most people fail with their bots or with their automated models because they're missing always maybe a couple of, because the pattern that you are automating will show itself over and over and over and over, but you need to know either time element or you need to figure out the if then statement. So if you have not figured it out, your bot will most likely identify the pattern a lot of the times when it doesn't work. It is the things that make it work, which is time and specific. That's how you build a model. But if you haven't figured out a model that you can even, if you're not even profitable without a bot, you're not going to make it profitable with a bot because you need to figure out those if-then statements, which make the pattern a profitable model. That's what a model is. A pattern with added if-then statements and with added elements which rule out the bad environment that it doesn't give you a profitable trade. That's it. Try to figure it out before even thinking about a bot. It's more, I mean, I'm not interested in a bot. I want to know it myself. And then maybe I automate something maybe at some point. But man, I'm not interested in a bot at all. I want to know it in my head. I want to figure it out. And that's what I'm really trying to do. And improve the models that I have, improve them so they get more, a higher percentage. But there is not a model that is 100% profitable that I have, to be honest. Um, Getting better at them, but they're not 100%. Not an A plus setup is 100%, guys. So people will say, "Oh, I went all in because my A plus setup was there." I'm like, well, then you never really tested your A plus setup, because if you would have tested your model, it would have never ever given you 100%, because nothing is 100%, because there's always manual intervention. There's always, they override the algo. It's like in this week as well. Sometimes they just go, it's just different price action. A lot of manual override. And the bot, I don't know if the bot, I mean, I guess you can automate everything, right? If you scripted the whole algo. I mean, the markets are, the bot is right in the charts. But then I don't know. I think we'll never really find out everything. But hey, if you only know 50%, that's already a good thing, I guess. Or maybe even 25%. I don't know. I think I'm just started, so I consider myself. I don't know. I wonder. Maybe it's. I just want. If this. I wonder if the percentage that you figured out. The thing is. Okay, this is the thing. I don't know if you guys are aware of the saying. Like, if you understand something, you're. In Dutch, we have a saying, and I don't know if I can say it correctly in English. If the message comes across the way I want to. The more you start to learn on a topic, the more you are aware of the things that you don't know. Does that make sense? So it's like a rabbit hole, right? The more you get into it, the more you actually start realizing how much you don't know. So it's like the circle of unknowing gets bigger, right? Yeah, I used to love options too, by the way. I just sort of moved away from it, but I think options are really, really nice to have as on the side to do that. Um, yes, our trader. Yes, we got 8:30 news. I agree. I love options value. Lance, do you still do options, by the way, or are you? I think it's a nice way to hedge yourself with options, right? I've just steered away from it, but oh man, I might get back into it at some point as well. Um, Time deep into the options. Yes, exactly. Study probabilities, not a gut. Hey, red eye. Oh, when did did you live in Singapore? Because, well, I mean, if I'm going to tell you guys, you're going to know my age, but I don't care. I lived a long, long time ago in Singapore. I grew up there as well. As a kid for a few years, same as me. I lived there 7 years, and because my father was sent abroad, and I grew up there from my fifth to my 12th. Where are you? Where did you come from before you moved to Singapore? Yeah, Malaysia, Singapore. I mean, it was such a nice place to live. I mean, it changed a lot since we left. When we used to live in Singapore, it was a cheap place. Can you imagine? Um, it was actually cheap. Like a taxi was really cheap. Everything was cheaper. It wasn't. Yeah. Do you know the island Rawa? Rawa. I can get your age in your teens. No, well, I'm older than. Okay, guys. You're in your teens. Yeah, I'm always in my teens. We always stay in our teens. Um, I think I can shake ICT's hand. I think I'm similar age of like ICT. New Zealand Army. Oh, nice. 1970s. Oh, oh, I was there too. Yeah, yeah, I was there. I came in 1977. I got to Singapore in if I'm correct. Let me just think. 72. Yeah, 1977 to how many years did we stay there? Yeah, yeah, but we stayed a little bit longer than you were. Okay, we might have bumped into each other. It's funny, huh? But you were older then, I guess, if you're in the army, because I was very young. I was very, very young. That's amazing. So you know it, you know the Singapore that I know as well. So how it was then. Did you go to Newton Circus? Newton Circus was very different than it is now. It's still open, but and the Satay Club and things like that. And we were a member of the Dutch Club, by the way. So I hang out as a kid a lot and Dutch school. I was around. Oh, you were around 8 years. Oh, you came with your parents. Oh, okay, I got you. I got you. Okay, so you were okay. So I was 5. Yeah. Did you swim? Did you do swimming? Oh, that's a good one, trading, Nichols. I like that question. Yeah, can we trade? Can we study options? Do it. Shall I make a tab? Um, oh no, it's okay. Yeah, I wasn't 70. I'm 50 plus. But yeah, I'm old, guys. I'm old. I feel young though. But yeah, I was in Singapore when I was in 77. I was 5 years old. There you go. There you go, guys. No, trading nickels is perfect. I think I should. Don't I have a trading tab with options? I think maybe I should make one because I think it's a good thing because options is a nice. I think it's always good to for stock options. No, actually I made a tab stocks and options. So I put them together for different stocks and options. But maybe if more people are interested in options, I might do another. I'm just wondering, are there prop firms that offer options, for example? I should ask Hola Prime maybe to get into that because that would be a good. Um, but Red Eye, I mean, my Singapore life was just the best, and then we went back to the Netherlands. I could never really get back into could never adjust back into the Netherlands, the way of living. It was very hard for me when we moved back. Uh, but yeah, I am 27, 1972. Yeah, I'm from 72 as well. There you go, guys. I'm from 72. I'm trading stocks in the stock options. Okay, for theory or just focus on. Well, I whatever. Um, I think NQ is more. I think NQ is more. I want to keep that very, very, because most people trade NQ or ES. But yeah, let's just do whatever you want, and if I see there's a specific need, I can change it, or let me know if you guys have specific if you want some tabs to be added. But I think it's good to. Shall I make a separate tab for options and stocks so that it's not the same, right? But then again, the options are tied to a specific ticker, so I'm thinking maybe it's nice if people trade different really stocks and also maybe the options from that stock. Just that was my thought. Well, let me know if I need to change it. Right now they're together, but if I need to pull them apart, we'll pull them apart because not many people are interested. But yeah. So NQ Trader, but okay, you're also from 72. Okay, nice. Okay, let me ask: Are there people all that were born before 72? Are there more people? Okay, what time is it? Oh, it's already New York. Oh, sorry, guys, I'm talking too much. London just opened. Let's get back to the chart. London just opened. Look, it didn't do that much, did it? So that's interesting. We're back into the range where the 150 to 210 macro time based. You know, guys, I always mark this area. You guys have noticed that, right? So we're right back here. Uh, this order, I think we're going higher. I think we are going higher. Let's see if we can take a long a paper. I'll start with the paper trade, but let's see. I did a lot. It ate my stop loss. Today I'm going to Amstelveen to the LG headquarters to try 30. Oh, can I say hi? Yes. Well, I worked at KLM headquarters in Amstelveen. I used to work there for a long time. Yeah, I'll just say I says hello and bye bye. I'm never coming back. Um, but yeah, I mean, Amstelveen was nice though. Amstelveen is a nice area. I used to like Amstelveen. But enjoy. I mean, are you gonna buy? Are you gonna buy computer monitors? Wow, that's pretty large. Um, Okay, bullish. Most people are bullish, bearish. 52% were bullish. Okay, let's see. I'm still not. I still don't like what I'm. I just don't. I'm still a little bit conflicted in. I want to put on a trade. I'm getting a little bit. I feel impatience coming in, so I have to paper trade this because I really want to put on a trade, but I'm just not sure yet. And I just want to have. I want to be right. You know that feeling, and it's not good if I have it, so I have to paper trade it. But I do want to put on a trade. Let me see. I think I'm more bearish than bullish for now. But are we gonna consolidate a little bit? Yeah, I think I'm more bearish than bullish in the sense of are we gonna go a little bit lower? but not. I just don't. I don't think expansion bullish, if that makes sense. Yeah, I just think it wants to go lower to take longs out of their position and then to. It's going lower already. Yeah, there you go. I just think it's gonna go do this and then go back up again. So that's the short. But I don't know. I don't think it wants to expand. That's the thing that I'm. See, this is a leg lower. Look how beautifully it just hit this octant. Um, but I just don't think we are really. I think we're stuck. What time is it? Let's have a look here. 4 hour. Yeah, it's marked as 50% range. So this is 50% of that. Oh, what do you know? Wow. What a coincidence. I wonder if I put the whole. Okay, the whole candle here, that is the same as this orange box. Interesting. And zero point 0.5 of the range is the same as the 4 hour midpoint. So let's see if we can get below this area, because then I would be interested in a short. Um, I'm looking for an upgrade now using 4 times 24. I like to have in the middle new 28 LG or Dell. Looking for imbalances 29197. Yeah, I think this is an important area. Either if we break this, I can see us go long, short. But then again, are we gonna go in all the way lower, or are we gonna go? Let's go to the. I'm gonna go to the 30 seconds. I want to see some stuff. Me too. Let's go to the phone. Oh, look at this chart, guys. Look at this. Look how ugly. Just look at this. Yeah, I would say lower, right? I would say lower and then maybe back up. Um, but I don't think, guys, is there a prop firm that does options? That's quite interesting. Let's just, let me Google it. Um, Option trading. Because I know Tradeify also um, does crypto. Yeah, not really not in the way how we know how we know it. Most proprietary trading firms only do stocks, and in the stocks and options are rare. Sorry, guys, I'm just checking if the water is still. I check my phone a lot now. Um, wow. Look at this level, beautifully reacting again. Ah, so pretty. Okay, 312. Yeah, I think I like it to 254. Back to 254. So this level, let's see, 254-ish. I would like to see that hit. And then maybe a short. If it rejects there, let's see. Um, gonna take you. I don't need you anymore. You've done your work. But I like to see 254. So reject here. Let's see if it can get to that. It's almost a little bit seek and destroyish because we create liquidity, we take out liquidity. We create liquidity, we take out liquidity. Let's see if it rejects here or it goes over this. But I do think we're going to go back here. See, we're back in this range here. So I think we're just going to disrespect these here and go back to 254-ish. Seek and destroy almost. I don't trust it at all. I'm not taking this short. No. Maybe it even wants to go all the way up to 263-ish. I'm not taking that short. It's too tricky for me. Yeah, I think it's gonna go higher. 290. Can easily see that. I think we're going to go up to 303, maybe even here. Wow. Yeah, I think I want to take a paper trade long. I want to see if I'm right. It's just a paper trade, guys. Don't follow me. Should a little bit lower, just in case it wants to take out this level here. 280. 318. Okay. 319. Now, I would love to bring my stop loss to here, but it's a little bit too risky now because it's just building up liquidity. Oh, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold your horses. Here we go. I need to clip this one. Okay, I'm below it. Be careful in this price action, guys. Be careful. It can spike up anytime. August. It can spike up anytime, guys. It's very treacherous at the moment. Very trappy. It's gonna take out. Could go all the way back up again. What time is it? 3:24. Oh, I can't watch this slow price action. I hate it so much. Guys, we're just consolidating. I don't think this is really, there is not really movement. We're still within this range. When we break out of this range below this yellow orange box, then it's a trade for me, but this is just ranging. We could spike. I wouldn't be surprised if we spike back up again. Let's see. It's just in a range. We're just ranging. I want to see displacement out of a range and especially away from this area. That's important. We're below it right now, but let's see if it really wants to displace away from it. $326. Let's see if it touches it again and goes through it. Needs to break this level. How many times? 1, 2, 3, 4. 181. Needs to move away from it. Come on. It doesn't. Come on, just get the fuck out of the way. Go. Now let's see if it wants to move lower or spikes back up. I don't trust it. I don't trust this level too much. I really, like I said, it needs to move away from here. And like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if it goes up again for a little bit. It needs to move away. We need a closure below this yellow, orange box. It's not doing it yet. What time is it? 3:29. Okay, let's see what the next minute will bring. I'm not touching this any time yet. For me, it's too tricky. 3:29. So if I look at the 4 hour expansion, this doesn't tell me that I can get expansion this way or that way. It doesn't interest me. I really like to see a normal AMD setup. This is just bullshit. This is just playing around, and it's just telling me that this level is still holding. Like I said, I wouldn't be surprised it's going to spike right back up. What time is it? 3:30 now. This is low probability, guys. I mean, you don't want to put your money on the line. You would rather wait for some, let it, because it took out a little bit of liquidity here. It could go a little bit lower, but then again, I would be very, very careful at this level here. I don't trust this at all. I'm staying out of this. Yeah, it's also too slow. I mean, you're sitting in it, you're waiting. It could wick you out any time. It's already telling you the way it moves. It's not moving in a way that you would like to be in, right? I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I want it to move in a specific way that it goes faster, especially without around this time as well. Ugh, I don't want to watch this anymore. It's too slow for me. Um, What do you mean, Lance? This is nothing. This is we're just been consolidating literally all London. We're just going out of a range. We're just 10 points out of a range. There's no expansion. It's back and forth price action. Okay, we're at 50% of the 4-hour candle. Okay, okay, okay. It's just stalling again here. Okay, okay. I don't want to watch this anymore, guys. I hate this when we are stuck in. This is just 4-hour consolidation. Look at the slowness of the move. I'm hoping that New York will be a little bit better, but this is just that move is just, and then it's going to go most likely back up a little bit again. It's just going to go back, and if I show you the 1 hour, it's going to be just one. I call it 1 hour babies. Okay, we moved away a little bit though. One, two, three, four. We've just been in a range for Lance. You said it's making money. We've been in a range for 80 points, 90 points since 9 o'clock, since 11 o'clock. 80 points. It's ridiculous. We're just ranging, and then now we're out of the range. But then again, look here. Now it's going to go back up into the range. So it's just it's just going back and forth in an 80-point range. Man, if it goes over this again, we're going back up again. It has no interest in expanding, really. I think it's just going to go maybe up here now. I think it's just going to go back and forth. I mean, that's it. I don't think we're going to get any expansion. It's going to go back up again. Yeah. Look at this level beautifully. Boom. Let's see if it wants to. It's going to go through this level or going to reject. Exactly, Roy. Roy Jarma. There is no setup. I totally agree. I totally agree. If you're looking for a setup now, it's very low probability. Yes, it moves a little bit, but it's not ideal. It's better just to do something. I really think that yeah, JOMO. Yeah, and Lance had a good. He introduced the term JOMO. You can always find a setup if you really want to, but is it ideal for yours? I mean, I'm not putting my money, even though it moves a little bit. It's not worth my effort or worth to put my even my evals on the line for this. And yes, it moves a little bit, but I don't get it. It just doesn't do. It is very low probability because the ranges are so small. You've got a 50% range, and which has a few overlaps for me. Like, okay, I think it could just go here and then go back, but it could go lower. But I could also see it go back from here again. Then this level is really holding, and I'm like, yeah, again we're above this. Now we're flirting again with this level. There's no displacement away from it, so for me, it's I'm just not interested. Maybe after 4 o'clock, it might do something nice because it's just building up liquidity. At some point, it might give us a nice move, but this is just ranging and just flirting a little bit out of the range, going back into the range. I can see it go up here. I could see it go here. It's almost a gamble, I would say. We've got liquidity on the upside. We've got liquidity on the downside. So yeah, this sort of tells me also it's not continuation short, but it's also, if I look at I also don't like the long. I don't like anything at the moment. And ES really looks for me like, if I would look at ES, I would still favor the short, but if I look at NQ, I would favor the long a little bit because we're still above the 50% of that 4 hour candle. Oh wait, one more macro. Let's just about 2% due to cortisol in Asian markets and recent cortisol. Yeah, but Lance, it's so good just to watch price and be say telling yourself, you know what, it's not what I'm just staying out. I'm just gonna watch, and if I feel like I have to trade, I just put on a paper trade. And sometimes it moves, but it's still not ideal for you. Then it's still okay. Just not take a trade, just collect intel, just watch, see what price is doing, and be okay with not being in the markets, right? Not actively, but just watching. You're still in the markets and collecting intel, which might help you in another trade. But for me, it doesn't show any of my models. It doesn't present anything that interests me in the sense of, and even though it goes a little bit lower or higher, it moves, but it doesn't mean that I have to be in every move. I want to be in a move that I can really. I'm like, okay, when sort of like when I mean, I must honestly say now, I wouldn't be surprised if we get a nice move after 4 o'clock. But then again, I'm looking at the structure. I'm like, yeah, but is it going to be a short? The moment I ask myself, yeah, but is it a short or a long? I'm already not. You know what? I'm not going to take it because I can frame a case for a short, but I can also frame a case for a long at the moment here. So look at the 15. If you use a dealing range, for example, if you hit 50%, it could be enough to go back up. But it could also go to 602, 705, or even here. But it could also just make a move up, take out some liquidity here, and go back lower again. So it's up and down. If you use the N dog or event horizon or the N walk, one could argue, okay, we could go here first, or we could go here first. Either or, because it goes from N dog, N walk to N dog. So both, I can make both cases as well. So for me, everything is now 50-50. Um, and or it's not leaving my bloody orange box. 50%, we're not going lower. So, and this 50% level happens to also be, it's the range, but also the midpoint of that 4-hour candle. So it's sort of like doesn't want to go low. It's sort of like telling you I don't want to go lower yet, but maybe in the next macro it does. But it could also, I could also see this going back up again. So I'm not risking. I'm not putting any risk on. And I'm also not interested. Let's say it goes lower. Am I really interested in 50 points? Now, I know one could argue, yeah, 50 points is a lot, but how much the risk? I can't frame a good trade in this setup. I just don't like it. And I'm like, okay, am I going to risk for only 50 points when I can maybe wait and then maybe I get a 100-point trade in pre-market or in New York? I would rather wait for that and then I see it clearer. And if I don't, it's not a trading day, which could be possible, right? Sometimes not every day. For me, I'm just talking how I would. I'm getting more. I want to be more stricter on taking trades and be more specific. I really need to see things line up. Not every move is a move that I want to take or I want to participate in. Well, let's wait in the next macro. Yeah, it's indecision exactly. It looks like low volatility. It's end of the. It's Jackson Hole Symposium. There's a lot of manual overrides, so a lot of tricky wiki tricky stuff. Um, I would favor a short here, but I just don't trust it. I don't know. I would favor the short, but I don't even like to put on a paper trade, to be honest. Well, we are below the orange. Let me check. Hold on. Okay, 346. Let's see. Um, just wondering if I should put a paper trade on just to play around with this. Uh, um, 231. Yeah. I'd like it to go back up here. Let's see if we can get all the way up here and maybe even all the way up higher. 231. Let's see. You can go back to 230, 282, 230, 280. 230. I like it. 230 and then maybe back to 280. I think I might put on a paper trade. Let me put on a paper trade. I'm just going to paper trade this for fun. Um, 230, but maybe even 280. Let's see if we can get all the way back to 280. I just want to see if it can reach this level. Because how are they going to take away all... So 230, I would take off most of my position. But here you can see I can't even frame a proper trade, 2R trade. So not interested. But yeah, we're going to spike. I think we're going to at least reach this level here. Let's see if we can reach it. Maybe I'll put on a second trade. Let's 230 should be taken out before the macro starts. Let's do it here. See, this is a 1-to-1. I would never do that. But I do think it can spike up all the way back here. Let me just go a little bit higher. But the moment we go into this box, I think we should go higher here. 230. $349. $349. Oh, I made a mistake. I should have put my stop here. Yeah. Yeah. It just only takes out this one and this one. And then you go back up. Yeah, see, this is typical, a little bit seek and destroy-ish. It takes out just a part of the liquidity and then it goes higher and then... 351. It's so horrible, this price action. Oh, I think it kills our brain cells a little bit watching this. Now I do like to tape read normally, but I must be honest, lately I'm feeling this that I'm not enjoying it as much as I used to do. But that's maybe because of I should have taken maybe a little bit of a break in summer. Um, I really do think that August is a good month to take off a few weeks. Generally speaking, just oh boy, gonna spike straight back up. Take everyone out who wants to go short. Or is this PPR holding? Or is it just gonna disrespect it and go straight up? Um, we'll just watch the what happens at 4 o'clock because I always like to see the 4 o'clock macro. And then I think we're gonna just leave it for today for the London session. Um, so I haven't taken any trades on my Ola Prime account. So I took a reset. Um, so I have a clean start. I took a loss yesterday on in the afternoon in the AM session. A little bit in drawdown, but very minimal, so that's okay. Where is my account? Yeah, I'm at 150, so I stopped trading. I was okay. I was on the wrong side when I thought it was a long to the upside. Um, I don't know if today, if it doesn't happen a lot that there's just like a no trading day at all. I'll definitely give it another go in pre-market or maybe at open or maybe a little bit later. But we have 8:30 news today, so. But yeah, I'm really not interested in. Look at this, guys. We just ranging. It's really ugly. We're again at the yellow orange box. I really don't want to see it. If it goes back into this range, it's gonna go higher, I think, again. Yeah. So yeah, even I got stopped out. I said I made a mistake because I thought I should have put my stop below this level. But then again, I would have had a negative R trade because that would have been higher than my 230 level. Let me see what I did. So I didn't want to do it, but then again, this is what it does. It just takes out some liquidity and goes back up, takes out a little bit more, it goes back. Just creates liquidity, takes liquidity, creates liquidity, takes liquidity. It seems to be doing that now, so we might be in for a seek and destroy day. So yeah, I put it. Where did I get in? Yeah, I put it right over here. So I saw it. I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna be stopped out anyway. So it should have been below here, but it was such a small. I would have had a negative. So 228. I think I had over 30 points risk then where I got in. So it was. I didn't want to do that. Can't remember where I put it. But this was yeah, it was just, I tried to save points on my stop loss, but you saw I got stopped out. So let's see if it wants to go over here and maybe even here. And if it, I wouldn't be surprised if we go all the way back up to daily open. But let's see. Let's see, it wants to get, if it blasts to the 230 level here. Let's see what it wants to do. What time? Almost 4 o'clock. Almost 4 o'clock. Man, this level is just, look at it, how it's just keeps on, and this wicking, ugh. I'm going to keep my expectations really low so I don't get disappointed. You know, like thinking, oh my God, because price action in London has been like this, then New York is going to be nice. It is the end of the August, summer months. There's low volume, I guess, right? People are coming back from holiday. It's both in the US and Europe because it's been holiday months, right? I think also in the US, right? Are the kids, their school holiday as well still? And then and then September might at least be a little bit better than August. 4 o'clock. Yay, let's see what it does. I want to see if 230. I have to journal that I got stopped out. That was a mistake. I made a mistake there. But then again, could I frame that trade? Yeah, a lot of people trade 1-to-1s. There's nothing wrong with that if you for base hits, but I technically don't do it a lot. I don't know how many of you guys do 1-to-1s when you trade. I just think it's a little bit too much risk if I am on a losing streak or something. I just at least want 2 R trades. I try to. Actually, I never put on 1-to-1s, to be honest. How many people, I'm just curious, how many people do 1-to-1s R to R and are profitable with that? Just curious. I think you can be profitable with it, but who does it? There we go. It's still nice to, let's see, at 230 level if it wants to get there, and if it rejects here around this area in my red box, and if it goes below, I think we're going to go all the way up here. I wouldn't be surprised, but we need to go through here. You see how difficult it is, even though you sort of know that it's not going lower, but how difficult it is to trade it. You still get stopped out, and you still like. Oh, I want to see 230. 231-ish. I want to see if it tags that level. See if we can get this little imbalance here. See, I want to see this little imbalance being tagged. I would not go short if before this is being tagged. But then again, I want to see if it goes higher. Look at this going. Did it go in here? No, it did not. I'm not touching this. This is account. This is losing account price action. It's back, still below this. So yeah, yeah. Well, that's the thing. Yeah, when you have a high win rate, but obviously, but I think that's when you're a scalper. I think then it's a good it's a good strategy to follow sometimes. But I never really. Basil, do you take one to ones sometimes, or do you have a model, maybe a different model that you? I actually don't have a model that I use one to ones, but maybe I should start looking into it. Here, there you go. I'm not touching this. I really want to see how we behave at that 230 level. If it blows through it, then I believe 290 is in. We're going to go back to daily open. But let's see how we hear this exactly this point. This is important here. Boom. Yeah. Okay. Now I could see a long. Well, let's see if it really wants to body closure above the red box. 290. There you go. I'm gonna journal. I mean, if it goes to all the way to 290 up here, I have to journal that because that trade wasn't too bad if I wasn't stopped out, right? If it goes to 290, then it's worth for me worth a trade. We've got all the liquid, but if it just goes to here, it's such a from here to here. It's just little to for me too little for a one to. It was a 1-to-1, actually negative, a little bit negative. But if I was earlier, then maybe not so bad at all. If it's still 40 points, right? If a 10 stop, let's say I get in here, 191. Okay, so this is 5 stop. Okay, that's not too bad. I could have done this, but then I was just too late. I need to work on that. So let me see and get in here. Stop below the 50. You don't this. So I get in. Oh no, I was stopped out here. Yeah, no. So I get in here. This is the wick, 7 points, and then I said 730 was my. I like 730. Oh, this is a 5R trade. Okay, I could have done that, but I was too slow here. What time was this? 3:40. Okay, so yeah, I really had to get in here, and I was looking too late. I was waiting too much in front of the. But if I can go to 290, which I really still like. Um, 260. 280. I'll just bring it down to here. To 86. Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it goes all the way back up again. It's been flirting too much. It's just staying too long in this area. It's not really. Either rejects here at 230. It is rejecting, but the moment we start going over this, I think we can go here. This area here. But I would have only traded it to 230. That would have been my trade. But I was too late here and I got stopped out. If I would have traded it. That was the only thing I was sort of like, I liked. This rest is just journaling for me. So what we've been doing during London was just build up for this trade up, I think. So it's literally that's why we're just building liquidity for a next macro to take out. Okay, let's see if it wants to go over the red box and then take out. Okay, let's see. So I journal all these. So what I do after a session like this, I do journal all these things, especially because obviously I want to be able to trade this. And I think if it's price action like this, you can learn right from, okay, what did I do wrong? How could I trade it? I know if price action like this, I notice a lot of the times that 350 macro, or a lot of the times after 4 o'clock, the real move comes. So that's why I'm just wondering, maybe it's better to do a London stream a little bit later, because that's just most of my journals, the best macro is at 4 o'clock. And generally, I don't know if you guys. Hey Sebastian, how are you doing? Oh, you do? Okay. Yeah. I think if you have a good model, I mean, if you have, okay, let's see if it wants to go to 285. It needs to go over 2 o'clock though. Let's see. Or are we going to stall here and be good enough, build more liquidity for later on to the upside? Could be. Um, what time is it? 11 past 4. 260. It could also stall around 260. We'll see. 260. Yeah. Okay. I enjoy being tonight, but I'm here to see what you're up to. Yeah, so I didn't take any. I mean, yeah. So Sebastian, that is exactly what I thought. I got chopped up with a few paper trades because I tried a couple of times and I got stopped out. I didn't like the short because I think it's going to go higher again. But then again, it was very hard for me to frame a good trade with a normal, at least two art trades for me because I was too late and I was just not interested. And I just feel a little bit annoyed with them. I just don't like the market lately, and it's not just one day. It's been the whole week, and it's like also the last week, and I'm like, you know. And I said I should have taken a break maybe. I think August is a good time to take a break. Um, and I wasn't feeling well either. I'm still not 100%, so I'm also a little bit like, okay. But yeah, I didn't take a trade at all in London. I tried yesterday on my Hola Prime account, and I got a loss on my resetted account, so I stopped. So yeah, it is chop up time, and it wasn't a good for me. I didn't see the short because it wasn't really expansion, and I also don't like the long, so I'm not in a trade. I did like the 230 level here, but I couldn't frame it properly. So, um, Now this is interesting to see though. We did not, there's no body closure above the 2 o'clock, which means that the 4 hour short is still intact, right? Let's go to the 4 hour. See, the body did not go over the previous, not even previous to 10 o'clock. That's interesting to see. So we are stuck between 50% and we did not take out this high yet. I would be more interested in a short if we're able to take out this high on this 4 hour candle. Then I would be interested in a short. Um, 14 past 4. Let's see what it wants. I really want to see if it starts moving away or not. So risky. Don't like too much risk. So I came back to overnight for me. It has been so. Yeah, I know, Sebastian. It's been horrible. It's been tough. Yeah, sideways and high resistance. Right? It's just, even though when it moves, it's so high resistance. It's torture. But hey, it still moves, and if you know what you're doing, I guess there's still good trades to be made. But you have to be very, very focused, and it's not easy. But hey, listen, we're getting into autumn, and I think I'm looking forward to the next month, to be honest. Um, yeah, I'm looking forward. And also, it's Jackson Hole Symposium. Every week, it's horrible, Jackson Hole. It's always trappy, manual override, a lot of manipulation. Again, are you again in that orange box? It's just, we feel we are feeling JOMO now, right, guys? Joy of missing out. That's Lance. Lance owes that one. I think that's such a nice. The joy of missing out, not being in it. Isn't it a good feeling, guys? Not being in this, even though it might move one direction. Feel the joy, guys. Feel the joy of not. Oh, Sebastian, I was looking at the 30 seconds. I was looking for specific imbalances. Let me just go back to the 1 minute. I wanted to check for certain imbalances because that would have told me that price wanted to come back to it. Um, you see, guys, so if you think, oh my God, now it's a short because it left at 2 o'clock, be careful. I'm just saying, it's just horror. I mean, so seek and destroy means it creates liquidity, it takes some liquidity out. It goes lower, it takes some liquidity, it goes back into the range and creates new liquidity. It goes back and forth. It might take out some lows again and then it goes back into it. So it's just going back and forth, creating. Now, even at 4 o'clock, here again, we took out this one, but we left this. So it's just back and forth, back and forth. A lot of wicking. It's just, you see these candles are quite large, right? So if you think, if you're in a short and you enter here, you're being a very big chance you're being stopped out because just that's not too 24-point candles. I still would favor the ES short. If I look at it, but then again, see how much time it's taking. I would still favor a short, but then again, it's too. I was like what it is. Yeah, everyone mastering summer trading. Yeah, we just have to survive the summer. Don't lose any accounts. Just try to preserve capital. And okay. Well, we seem to be going lower now. Let's see if it's going to stick. Then I do think if it goes a little bit lower, you might have a nice long later on because we've got such a nice build up on the upside, right? Yeah, well, we'll see. We'll see. Just be careful today. At least we've got news. 8:30 news coming. I do think now we want to go lower. But then again, do we really want to take out that liquid? Let's say lower to 190-ish. So just go into those wicks. Let's see. Oh, I've got a bit of headache. Okay, now let's talk about the elephants. Okay. Is my internet stalling? Looks like it. Pam, pam, pam. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Go, go. Encoder overload. Um, Sebastian, glad for you. I'm fairly confident many summer has been hard on my P&Ls. Are you teasing us for because summer training is over? Yeah, I'm happy that summer trading is over as well, to be honest. And in honesty, I think this was one of the hardest summers. I don't know. Summer was always a little bit more challenging, but this was, I think, especially August, was one of my hardest months in summer. Normally, you can always sort of navigate. I have to go back in my journal. Maybe I'm just talking bullshit now, actually, because what am I was? Here we go. But summer, the tendency is normally we do go lower a lot of the times during this month, right? Seasonal tendency, so that makes all sense. It's nothing really abnormal that we have a tendency to drive a little bit lower, and it's just I still think we're very bullish in this sense, but and crypto is doing better as well. Who's in crypto, by the way? Any crypto fanatics in my stream? Who trades crypto, by the way, actively? Summer training comes from the meme sell in May, go away. Hedge fund kids go on vacation and leave the keys to the car to interns. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Um, oh, I swung the heck out of the recent crypto markets to the upside. Okay, trading nickels. So I'm just going to ask it a couple of times because I know some people have already heard me ask the yeah, I have a bag, well, a bag, not really, because I got in 2018, 19, so I'm still up, but it's sort of like, it's always, not nice when it goes lower. But I'm going to ask it a couple of times because Elephants Alive, they're looking for, they want to start their own coin as a charity organization. So they've just asked me because they have no contacts in the sense of, and because I'm in trading, I said, yeah, I don't do crypto really, but I can always ask in the community if there's people that are know someone or themselves know what to do, how to create your own coin. So I'm just throwing it out there to see if there's anyone who knows. I'm a bag holder, only down 40% now. Hey, listen, you can be down 40% and be up 130, 300% tomorrow. I um I still think crypto is going to be okay at some point, but it's hard. It's hard because, but it also follows. If you studied ICT, it still follows the logic. But then again, I'm gonna trying to find Baron online to pump it. I didn't even know Baron had his own coin. Um, let me. Okay, let me again go here. I want to. So no trades on my. Okay, let me just do this. Let me open this up. Trading coin creation super easy. Good mechanics for tokens is super hard. Assuming you're looking at a crypto already. No, they want to build a coin. I don't want to get too much into specifics because I don't know what I'm allowed to share or not. But they are looking for someone or a organization that has affinity or is already they know how to build a coin for a charity organization. Yeah, I just want to be very careful because I don't know what I'm allowed to share and not what not. So it's just like, hey, is there anyone in the community that knows someone that has done it, or maybe themselves that are familiar with how to do it? So I've told you the idea of places like nonprofits to heavily use the safest of stable coins rather than trying for some coin that, yeah, exactly. So it's also how to get money by buying the coin. Is how you also, what I believe is the purpose obviously is people buy the coin to instead of donating money to charity. That's the way how you donate to charity is you buy the coin, right? Something like that. I think that's how the idea of it. So you're supporting a specific charity cause by buying the coin. That's it. So you have no people in between. It's just it goes, it goes straight to the profit to the company. There's no people in between taking large salaries and that kind of bullshit. So, if I understand correctly, that's what the purpose is of coins for non-profits. No, I'm not. I'm just. No, no, no. I really want to help them. That's why I also. I used to be part of Elephants Alive, and wherever I can help, I'm helping. That's why I donate all my affiliate commissions to Elephants Alive. So let's get into that, guys. I do. I'm a very bad salesperson, but I have to, because I partner with the Hola Prime, so I have to do some promotion. And as you guys know, I have Noradine. Um, he asked me, "Oh, well, do you have other?" And I said, "I don't have any other platform codes. I don't want to show any platform codes. Only if I can donate it to charity, and only with Ola Prime. I know them. I know they work well, and I trust them. So, but yeah. So going back to the Ellis. Okay, trading nickels. Sebastian, my father worked for the Salvation Army. If you want to do charity, I can get connection. No, I'm already, Sebastian. I'm already doing all my charity, as you can see on my banner. If you guys want to support the channel or the allies, I want to give also show more of the projects they're doing. All the money, I don't get any affiliate commission. It all goes to the elephants. So I don't feel shame. I don't feel shame of asking to, hey, use the code for my benefit. No, no, no. So I can do it. Otherwise, I would be really in a difficult position, even to ask it. I don't even ask for likes or subscribers. I just feel I think that's stupid. I just hate doing it. But if it's for a good cause, I can do it without any shame. But okay, let's go. So Sebastian, I'm not looking for just I already have one. Well, trading nickels, you know that South Africa is really fighting against crypto. They want to have full access to people's cryptos account. It's really a big thing. It's really ridiculous. They know that it's crypto is the way out of poverty for a lot of people here, and they're really fighting it, and they're really anti-crypto here. It's ridiculous. But actually, that Bitcoin was in a lot of places here used as a payment method, and it was very no. In the supermarket here, I can pay with Bitcoin. Now, I would not want to. If you have a value, something of value which can grow, I would not use that as much. But yeah, it's very normal here. But they're fighting back now to even make it punishable if you have crypto and you don't really, if you don't pay your taxes or yeah, it's really bad. It's they're trying to take away your self determination of the crypto. Obviously, you pay tax if you make money with something, but it's really anti. It's really hard for people in South Africa to get crypto now. But yep, the globalist. Yep, yep, yep. But here it's even worse than in Europe now. It's crazy. And because I came here and I've got my accounts outside of South Africa, so they can't touch it. But if you're here, you live here, and you buy crypto, they're gonna make it very hard for you to make a good to make money of it. But anyway, going back, I do want to highlight for those who trade CFDs and Forex. Now I know a lot of you don't, but maybe there are a few that do. They still have 4 more days left, almost 5 days for the one-step boost, 500x leverage. Now I want to show you. I'll do it on my Discord because I put it on the Discord. It's only for. I think they are the first to to have a 500. I think they should go into that options. Guys, I think I'm gonna ask them if they, because we talk about these options a lot today, and it would be nice if there was a possibility to trade options, right? On a evaluation account or something. I think I'm going to ask if they are open. I mean, I don't know if it's possible. Otherwise, maybe other prop firm might have done it already, but it hasn't been done yet. And this is also, I believe, there are not many prop firms that have done this as well with the 500x leverage account. I don't know it myself. There are a couple of options firms, I believe. Oh, Trading Nichols, if you want to share, because if there is, I'm going to ask Hola Prime. Why is that, Sebastian? I think options are nice. I used to trade options when I started. I made quite a bit of money on options. Then I went into more into stocks, and now I sort of moved away from it. But I think it's a good hedge to do. But you need to know your stuff. You need to know your Greeks and stuff like that. I think options are not bad. No, I know it's not normal stocks. You have to study it, like you have to study everything, right? You have to know the Greeks. No, Sebastian, I know futures are not options. It's a different product. We know, everybody knows that futures and options are a different. They're a different. It's different, but it doesn't make it bad if you understand what you're doing. Options. Sebastian, are you drunk? What's going on? Yeah, yeah. You've got also some option futures. Yeah, but we're talking. I think we're talking about normal. Uh, it is. I think it's some. My internet's very slow. I'm trying to open up a page, but no, it's okay, Sebastian. I know it's very late or early where you at, so you might be very half asleep or something. But you get it, right? It's like it's just a different tool. It's just a different thing to trade. But you need to know it's the same with everything. Everything that you do, you need to study, right? Don't just go in blindly. Just oh my God, what's wrong with my internet? I want to open up a trade and then we're going to leave it. What's the price doing? Let me just quickly have a look. Oh, look at that. Look at that bloody bastard going. You see here, it didn't take it out, right? Ooh. 190 and now going maybe all the way back up. You see, it's just ranging. JOMO, guys, the fear, the joy of missing out. Aren't we feeling the JOMO here? Thanks to Lance. I think that's the best. I think you created the best wordplay for 2026, the JOMO. I just love it. Okay, Hola Prime promotions. I want to. Yes. Oh, my internet. No, it's okay. It's okay, sorry, Sebastian. We appreciate you being here, even though it's so late where you're at. Okay, guys, let me just go to this one. I just need to do this. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit slow. I'm slow as well. Here we go. Yeah, okay, here we go. Just want to make sure that I do it correctly. Okay, so only for those who can manage risk well. But if you are not well with managing risk, don't do 500K leverage. It's not a good idea. But the only good thing is that it's just a challenge, so you don't lose more money than ever than you put in. So that's maybe the. But if you are if you known Lance, you're not a good risk manager. Don't do it. I myself don't trade it because I don't do any forex or CFDs, so I can't really compare the because I'm not trading it myself. But for those who do, apparently it's a really really good deal. 500x, you get a discount with my code, which goes to the Ellie's. It's the one-step boost by Ola Prime, 8% profit target. You can pass in one day because there's no consistency rules. Same with the daily loss, 3%, 6% trading loss max, up to 90% reward split. News trading allowed for those who like to trade news. Bi-weekly payouts. It's only for those who. And if you just want to support the channel or the Ellie's, feel free to buy a normal account like myself, like the 25K. And let's hope that price action gets a little bit better so we can trade our evals and our funded accounts again. Because we need better price action, to be honest. I don't want to get people to trade in this environment, to be honest. I would rather have people stay out for the time being and just paper trade. No, but Sebastian, the thing is, it's an eval, so you can't lose more money than you put in. I know. I always say it. Hey, if you can't manage risk, don't. I never. With crypto as well, I never use it myself in the sense of if I have my own account. But I think maybe with the eval you can do it, but you need to know what you're doing. I mean, 500x leverage. Hey, maybe for the gamblers among us, go ahead. But yeah, we're here about conservative trading, not losing money. But I think, I can't really say a lot about it because I don't trade it myself. I don't use it. So I don't want to say something that you know, who does it? No, Sebastian, it's a good thing. Hey, listen, guys, we're about full transparency here. Is there anyone who uses 500x, 200x leverage, maybe in crypto or in forex? I would really want to know. Oh, here, trading Nicholas. My first trading, I trained on 500x CFDs. I had no idea the leverage was so high for a long time. Oh, no, I don't trade. I hate forex. I hate forex. So I don't like it. I just don't like it. And I don't trade CFDs because I am on the futures market. But this is a product. I mean, I want to help Ola Prime grow as well because I know they are a very good prop firm in the sense of, they deliver, they pay out, and they are also, growing. And I believe in the area where I move around, they're not that well known yet, and I like them because I am where I am because of them. And their financial payout system is also reviewed by Deloitte, so it's they're also building on a foundational level. It's not that maybe that flashy and oh look at us we are. It's built on quality, and when the market is dead, I usually like to a lot less leverage. Okay, I studied economy and I honestly just learning and understand the bond market. Sebastian, I don't know anything about the bond market, to be honest. The only thing that I know is when I see 10-year bond auction on the forex, I know it's a shitty day, and it goes a lot with I believe on the same day as CPI of PPI. Sometimes it skips a month, but the month it does not, it's a shitty day as well. 10-year bond auction, 30-year bond auction doesn't give that. You see how bloody annoying it is? It didn't go lower than 50%, and it didn't even move at the 4. It took another time. And let's see if I'm really curious to see if it goes here. But you see, guys, nasty, nasty, nasty. But good to know. I mean, for me, this is a very insightful session, actually, in hindsight. Um, just create equal lows, so it looks like it wants to go lower at some point, right? But not in London. We didn't, did we? No, we didn't take it out. No, we just created equal lows at the 50% range. Oh, look at that. ES, I said ES looks like a short. You see how wrong I was? But I'm happy that NQ did not. That was already my warning sign. NQ looked like a long. ES looked like a short. Yeah, I can see it go all the way up here again. 40x was the most. Yeah, 500x sounds like a lot. It sounds like a lot. Hey, but if you know, I mean, I guess it's also a form of. I think if you do leverage, you also have to adjust. Maybe it's part of a model, right? I believe it's part of a model. You have to adjust your style to it, I guess. So, but yeah, I can't speak from experience because I just don't trade it. No, no, now to trade straight into bonds, that's a whole. Yeah, but I think it's good to know how it all fits. How they all the info. I think it's good to have to understand. Maybe if you know things about the bond, maybe you understand the market also a little bit better. ICT also goes into his. I believe in the core content there is also an area which is goes into those bonds, but I think it is interesting to know because it gives you a better understanding how the market just operates generally and if how one thing in the bond market can affect the market maybe. I think it's good to know, but I sort of like, oh my God, I was just overwhelmed with so much things I want to learn, so I stayed away from it. But I think it's important information. Yeah, I think like Glenn said, it's you have to understand the whole market to understand the correlations of things. Yeah, all that information is. I think it's just good to know. But then again, I'm still so busy trying to figure out other things, and I'm just focused on that at the moment. But yeah, um, who knows a lot about the bond markets besides Sebastian? Sebastian, is it? Would you be able? Is it like some? Is there would be? Would you be able to say like okay specifics like in a very short like in a couple of like maybe say half a A4 paper how specific behavior in the bond markets impact the not now but I'm just curious how that impacts the futures market for example or maybe even forex. So those who know bonds, do you also trade it or you just watch it for overall market information? Do you actively trade bonds or do you just use that information to understand the market better? I highly recommend not trading the TLT. I'm just happy that I can trade the futures. And I moved away from stocks because I didn't have to go over those lists and all those tickers and just one NQ, maybe even gold. I also moved away from gold a little bit because it just didn't move the way I wanted it at some point. But just the simplicity of just one NQ. Now yesterday was interesting, guys. I don't know if you guys noticed. Yesterday MNQ did not take the daily open, but NQ did, and it went higher from there. So that was a very important. So I prefer to chart on NQ and trade MNQ, but that was a very significant difference. Sometimes the differences are so big, like that, and I don't know if I can use it as, almost as a S&T, but that was a large one. It never went lower to the daily open. I believe. Am I saying it correctly? I just want to double check. Let me check again. Hold on. I want to check. Let me show you guys what I noticed yesterday. I have to go. Let me do it here on this one. And it was, I believe, in the. Oh, my stomach is so painful. Oh, sometimes I still have these cramps from that bacteria that was in the water. Sometimes it really starts. I get really. It's very painful sometimes. It's just like a attack. This one's still a little bit off. Feels like my. It's much better, but it's still painful sometimes. Where's my daily open? Oh, here we go. Oh, it did take it. Oh yeah, here we go. So the daily open. Yeah, it was this. It was this one here. You see this wick here, 10:30. Did not take out the daily open. Now watch this. So this wick at 10:30 did not take out this daily open, and Q did. But that is quite as if you're only looking at a Q or and and Q did. See here. So I was happy that I saw it. See, and Q took out the daily open, which is it's a very significant level. Then we went back up, right? And MNQ did not. So if you just watch MNQ, if you think it's coming down for it, most likely. So that was very kind of interesting. And I found Discord. Yeah. I notice sometimes they have these differences. They're significant. So I still prefer to sorry about that. Yeah, I still need to buy a new mic. I see it's doing weird things. Okay, guys, I'm going to leave it here. Thank you again for hanging out with me, and my apologies if I've been a bit off this week, but it was a bit of a struggle with the no water and being sick. And hopefully next week everything will be better. The mic is on Fritz. The mic is telling me to lock off. It needs a break. Yeah, I just saw the mic. Okay, guys, I'm gonna leave you. Ciao, ciao. Thank you again. I love you. I love you. Bye bye.